Patients are more than their disease. That's why for over 100 years, Novo Nordisk has focused on treatments to defeat chronic.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Dry week, boring week, nothing to really talk about. It's dry out here. Nothing eventful happening besides Zelda, but who wants to talk about that? Hey man, shout out to Zelda. Shout out to Zelda, man. Zelda saved my life. I wouldn't be here without Zelda. I can only show gratitude and appreciation, brother. You know, when I was at my worst, when I was down, rock bottom, Zelda came and lifted me up, saved me from the trenches, from the dark places I was currently in. Zelda did that. Zelda was there for me. Zelda was there for me, man, when nobody else was to help me down. Zelda was in the gym shooting with me. Zelda was always there, man. That's my right hand. That game stuck with me through the darkest of times. That's my ace boom. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Zelda, man. Thickest and thin, we been through it. We been through it, bro. I'm talking about going all the way back to kindergarten. When I ain't have no like lunch, no cookie, Zelda broke his cookie and shared that joint with me, bruh. I'm talking about we go back like baby car seats that was in the car seat with me. Me and Zelda go way back, bruh. What's that song? What's that song? How that song go? Who sing that song? Is it Whitney Houston or Celine Dion? You are the wings of something, you know, that song when they be like, yo, you my wings or some shit like that. I don't know the words. You lift me up and all that dog shit, all that sweet shit. Yeah, all that. Zelda was my wings, bro. When I couldn't walk, Zelda carried me. Every breath I take, every step I make, Zelda was there for me. When there was one set of footprints in the sand, Zelda carried me, dog. That's facts. That's word to moms. That's word to everything. Zelda carried me. It was me, Zelda, but you only saw one set of footprints. That was Zelda. Y'all don't know nothing about it. Put some respect on it, bro. That's on everything I love, man. I'd do anything for Zelda. I'd die for that. I die for Zelda. Zelda died for me. If anything happened to me, Zelda get to take care of my kids. That's on everything. I'm dead ass, bro. Facts. Dead ass, man. Zelda fixed all the problems in my life. Look at the world. You see any problems in the world? You see any wars going on? You see any hunger going on? You see people in pain anywhere? No, because Zelda exists. The crime rate in the entire world is 0. Why? Because everybody playing Zelda. Zelda did that. World leaders came together because of Zelda. Changed all our lives. Facts. So all you niggas that be pirating, I know y'all. I see y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. The Blessed Reds, the Kofis. I don't care if y'all buy the game. Y'all still pirating it, and y'all playing it. Y'all not playing it on the Nintendo Switch. So if you're not playing it on the Nintendo Switch, I don't care how many copies you actually bought. You're a criminal and you deserve to rot in jail. Matter of fact, I'm snitching on everybody. All of yous. I'm putting cases on all of you niggas. I'm telling Nintendo. I'm telling. They gonna come. They gonna find y'all and they gonna lock all of you up. All of you. You're not supposed to play Zelda besides anything but on a Nintendo platform, on a Nintendo Switch. That's it. Nothing else. Not Ryu Jinx, not Wuzu or Yuzu, whatever that joint called. Not going to that pirate website, whatever it's called, something packs. 2 weeks before the game release. No. Supposed to play it on the platform and the device known as the Nintendo Switch. That's it. That's it. And you're supposed to play it at that crispy, beautiful, cinematic 30 frames, sometimes 20 frames, and you're going to love it. If I had a spoon full of 20 frames, I'm going to feed it to you and you're going to like it. I better not hear no complaints. 97 Metacritic. 97. Don't matter about no technical issues. We don't care. We don't care. It don't matter that everything five feet in front of me is popping in. We don't care. That don't matter. Stop talking about it. It don't matter that everything on this screen got jagged edges because there ain't no anti-aliasing. We don't care. It don't matter. It don't matter that the entire game is one flat texture with no detail on it. Who cares? Details are overrated. Don't matter. Shadows, lighting, what does it matter? Baked in lighting, static graphics. Who cares about that stuff? Who? Nobody. Not me. Not me. All that stuff y'all be talking about with y'all little PC settings and all that jazz and like ray tracing. Man, who cares? Zelda don't got ray tracing and it's gonna sell 30 million. No ray tracing. It's gonna be game of the year. No ray tracing. None of that. You know how we like to play our games on the Nintendo Switch? We like to take every setting and turn it down to extra low. Not low, nigga. Extra low. That's how we prefer our games. Extra low. You can't even play extra low on PC. They don't even got that. That shit is exclusive to Nintendo Switch, nigga. Extra low. Yeah. Y'all know nothing about that. Extra low. Fuck y'all talking about. Resolution? Resolution smesolution. Only resolution I care about is at the end of the year. I don't care about no resolution when it comes to my device, when it comes to my games. Sub 1080p, nigga. What up? That's what my gang represents. Sub 1080p. And you better hope we don't you better hope we don't ever drop the 720p, because if we drop the 720p, it's over for you boys. It's over for y'all. Pack y'all niggas up, bruh. Stop playing with us. Love Zelda, man. Best game of all time ever made in the history of history. The game is an absolute technical marvel. Starfield, Smarfield. Spider-Man, who's that? I'll step on him. I'll squash him like a bug. You got square ass Peter Lame nigga, and then you got Negro, half Negro, hybrid Spider-Man. We don't care about him. We don't care about biracial Spider-Man. We don't care. Because we got Link. A white elf from Hyrule. Been saving the kingdom since 1988. Exactly. What we need Miles Gonzalez for. Nobody cares about no Miles Gonzalez or Miles Rodriguez, whatever his name is. Miles Ecuador, whatever. We don't know. We don't even know his name. Nobody cares. Link. That's the only name you need to know is Link. That's it. I'm the original Nintendo fan. The original one. Y'all worry about all these other platforms. Don't no other platform matter except Nintendo Switch. No other one matters. Xbox Series. How about you put out a series of good games? How about that one, buddy? Want to call yourself Xbox Series? Series of what? Series of dog shit? PlayStation 5. 5 what? 5 price increases? 5 minus 4 first-party games that you put out this year? 5 what? 5 minus 5 showcases? Yeah. It's all about the Switch, baby. Switch gang. Only reason I'm even watching this or live streaming this event is just to see how badly the Switch is gonna shit on it. It's the only reason we here. The only reason we here. Switch all day. Cause Link's and Zelda saved my life. We here, baby. We here. On some real shit, fuck Zelda. Nobody care about that shit, man. Fuck out of here. Just the fuck out of here. Zelda. I just wanted to show y'all how y'all be acting. Fuck out of here, Zelda. Listen. There ain't nothing going on. So I just decided to, hey man, ROG is having a live stream for this Ally stuff. I'm like, man, I might as well live stream it. Ain't nothing else going on this week. It's been dry this week as far as news go. Been dry, bro. So what else I'm gonna do? I can't talk about. I just spent 15 minutes faking about Zelda. Come on, man. The deep throating of Zelda today and for a few months, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. Oh, I'm playing plenty of games. I'm playing Advance Wars right now, and I'm playing Hogwarts. I'm almost done with both games, by the way. Let me turn up the sound. And then I'm gonna move on to Jedi Survivor.
When video games started becoming mainstream in the 80s, they were no longer
Let me know if I need to turn it up.
arcades and living rooms. Handhelds have been part of the gaming scene as long as consoles have, from simple LCD-based portables to cartridge-based handhelds of the early 90s. And as gaming has progressed, handhelds have progressed with it, but they always fell a step behind to their console and PC counterparts. Think about the early 90s. 8 and 16-bit games brought some incredible deep gaming experience to living rooms around the world. And while handhelds of the time were a phenomenon with games like Tetris and Pokemon, plenty of those handheld games pale in comparison to their console counterparts. They were a compromise. Sure, you could play Castlevania or a Street Fighter on the go, but they didn't quite live up to the standard of the originals.
I turned it up.
In the late 90s and the early 2000s, we have entered the age of 3D graphics, allowing adventure, fantasy, sports, and other genres to explore the entire new dimension of the play. Games like Final Fantasy VII and Super Mario 64 redefined their genre with 3D graphics and the full motion video. While handhelds of the time stuck with 2D alternatives to keep gamers happy on the go, console and PC gaming kept driving forward, with adventure games and first-person shooter embracing cinematic level of polish, first in 720p, then 1080p, and finally ultra-sharp 4K. Handhelds always trail behind with compromises. Play the best games at home and settle for whatever you can get on the road. Today, some of the latest handheld feel underpowered.
Ooh, shots fired.
Stuck at the low resolution,
Ooh,
like
shots.
720p with
He throwing
disappointing
shots.
frame rates. We
Put a name on that bullet. You ain't gonna put a name on that bullet though.
elevating handheld into Full HD 1080p gaming visuals.
My man trying to shit on the Switch and the Steam Deck.
A new type of handheld that can play the same AAA games in 1080p. All your games on one device wherever you go. With the ROG Ally, you are unlimited to one platform.
How you gonna throw shots at Nintendo Switch when on the day that
You can
Zelda
play your
release?
favorite games from Steam, Epic, EA, Battle.net. And that means there's no need to buy your games again. Access your existing library anytime and pick up your cloud saves right where you left off. The ROG Ally even comes with 3 months Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for free.
You already know
Xbox Game Pass
they had to do that
offers
partnership with
different
Game
genres for
Pass.
You and your family.
You know
Hundreds of titles
Microsoft
like
reached
Doom
out.
Eternal, Outer Wilds, and Hi-Fi Rush. You will always find something new to try. And when we say old games, we really mean it. Not sure whether a game is right for you? Wanted to try it before you download it? Launch it instantly with Xbox Cloud Gaming with no wait and no need to buy it upfront. You can even play your favorite mobile games on a larger screen, or relive your childhood with classic retro titles. If you can dream it, you can play it. We want to show you everything that makes this device so special. So
Volume
we are
still
going
low?
to talk about
All right,
how
hold
we
on.
engineer its ergonomic design, run down all the specs, and show off the new software that ties it all together. Creating a handheld is no easy task. It's more personal and portable than a laptop, so every aspect has to be just right. It needs to meld with your hands, effortlessly contouring to your fingers and wrists. We want you to feel like it was just built for you, with every button and thumbstick carefully placed for precise control. So we developed countless different form factors, repeatedly going back to the drawing boards to imagine,
wow.
iterate, and refine the final body. Once we found the right general design, it was time to really get down to business. We meticulously honed each component of the body for a comfortable, ergonomic feel that didn't sacrifice thickness or portability. Perfect control starts with easy access of your thumb, your most commanding fingers on the controller. We place all the buttons at the top half of the chassis using Xbox's tried and true asymmetrical stick layouts, so everything is within easy reach.
Yeah. There's a little bit too much Xbox praise going on in this. Sound like y'all laying in bed with them. Tone it down a little bit. Not too much Xbox credit.
Distinct tactile feedback. We even place 2 extra pedals at the rear of the device, which can be mapped with in-game actions or use it as a Marco modifier. The way they naturally wrap behind the handle makes them easy to reach with your fingers, but they are strong enough that you won't accidentally press them during an intense.
Because that'd be the worst part of back buttons. Like when you accidentally press them down, those are the worst.
Rest comfortably in your hands, so you can play for hours. To ensure an ergonomic fit, the top of the chassis isn't completely flat. It has a subtle 2-degree slant to more comfortably contour to the angle of your wrist, while a 14-degree slant in the corner provides a perfect resting place for your palms. Of course, you don't want the device to slip out of your hand while gaming, so we added some texture surface to keep the device secure. The engraved lines of the front secure the Ally in your hands while giving it a sleek look. The triangle texture on the handle gives you the
I think they said the
grip
resolution's
on the
1080p.
device at all times. And
The screen.
each button is designed to survive more than 10 million presses, showing our commitment to ROG quality. Finally, it was important to us that the Ally was lightweight.
Why is he
After
making
all,
that face?
You want to carry it with you everywhere you go. But it was a challenge to get to that point. Originally, our prototype weighed 680 grams. In order to reduce the weight, we slimmed the heatsink fin from 0.15 millimeters to 0.1 millimeters and hollow out portions of the top case. Then we switched to a lightweight aluminum to both display bezel and the battery brackets, strengthening rigidity and bringing the total weight down to 608 grams. Even with all the relentless efforts, it's still 8 grams heavier than our original goal. The ROG Ally is our smallest Windows device yet, but it's still as immersive as ever, thanks to painstakingly optimized visual and audio experience. We knew we wanted the Ally to provide a Full HD 1080p experience, so we went with the 7-inch touchscreen to showcase those sharper graphics. At 7 inches, the 1080p resolution provides an insane
That response time
density
isn't bad.
of 314 ppi, providing a sharper image to all your games, movies, and streams.
What's the Steam Deck?
Motion
What-
is
what-
smooth with minimal latency. Plus,
What
as a
type of
handheld device,
screen does the
you
Steam Deck
expect to
have?
be able to bring Ally with you anywhere you go, even outside. That's why we pushed the brightness to 500 nits for a true game anywhere experience, whether you are on the train, in the backyard, or at the beach.
Yeah, this seems very much like the Xbox name drop. The fact that Phil mentioned in the Kind of Funny interview that he had the Asus Rog. Yeah, there's some type of like real Xbox partnership going. This is definitely another effort for Game Pass. Oh, it comes with Gorilla Glass.
Also coated screen with DXC, increasing surface hardness and minimize fingerprints. Most impressively, DXC reduces the intensity of specular reflection, meaning your gameplay stays crisp and punchy even in the presence of direct lights. And with dual front-facing speakers featuring smart amp technology and Dolby Atmos, you will feel surrounded by the lifelike audio every time you drop onto the battlefield. Now, we know you are dying to see what this machine can do, so let's talk about performance. We are always striving for the top-tier graphics at ROG, and this time, we had some crucial benchmarks we wanted to hit. So we worked together with AMD to create a silicon for the ROG Ally, known as Ryzen Z1, and it is truly a special piece of silicon. The AMD Ryzen Z1 is built on a 4nm process.
The release date for it has already been announced. It's coming out June 13th for $700. This 512 gig model though, because there's going to be multiple models, right? Pre-orders are already up.
Technology like FSR and RSR. This Ryzen Z1 chip blow past other handheld on the market. 2017's leading handheld saw only 0.39 teraflops of graphic power, while another device from 2022 managed 1.6 teraflops. But ROG Ally blazed an entirely new trail of 2.8 teraflops of graphic performance.
You know them Xbox dudes love hearing about them teraflops.
On an even more powerful silicon, the Ryzen Z1 Extreme, which is
wait. Oh, that's coming out next year?
6 teraflops, making ROG Ally closer to a home console.
So they got one coming out
The Z1 Extreme uses
in June and another one coming out next year called the Extreme.
But with 8 cores and 16 threads. Its insane power efficiency makes it perfect for handhelds, allowing true AAA gaming on the go. So in a world without ROG Ally, handheld gaming was capable of 25 to 30 frames per second in AAA titles. The ROG Ally with Ryzen Z1 Extreme provides much smoother motion at 50 to 60 frames per second in those same.
So what does the base model do?
1080p graphics, not 720p graphics.
Because you're bragging about what the Extreme can do that's going to come out next year. What does the base model do though?
With performance like this, you can game anyway, anywhere.
I feel like that's going to make people want to wait until next year, even though it's going to be like way more expensive.
When you are playing solo, you are giving yourself some me time with the latest story-driven single-player AAA games like Hogwarts Legacy.
No, but he said before that the screen said before Asus ROG, right? I thought they meant like other handhelds before it.
Able to take a break from the story and pick it back up.
Because this base model ain't.
The Ally can do more than just handheld play. Connect the Ally to your TV and monitors. Grab a couple of controllers and you have got a party. Take on your friends in FIFA 23.
It said Asus ROG app.
In Street Fighters.
So wait, did he just say that that's gonna do like 20 to 30 frames? No, because I thought he meant like before, as in other before this existed. That's what other handhelds did.
USB Type-C ports. Charging the device.
Did they literally just call their device a 30 frames handheld? Is that what they just did?
It even has a USB Type-A ports for other peripherals. Hooking up a mouse and keyboard for productivity, 4K gaming, or competitive esports. In this setting, every bit of performance counts. So we made ROG Ally compatible with Extreme Mobile suite of external.
I was listening to what the man said.
Dock your Ally at your desk and enjoy the
I wasn't looking at the graphic like that. Did he really? That's nuts.
4090 laptop GPU for top-tier performance with extra ports for keyboard, mouse, monitor, Ethernet, and more. Incredible performance isn't just about graphics. The ROG Ally's PCIe Express 4.0 SSD provides blistering data transfer speeds. With this super fast drive, the Ally boots up instantly and game launches quickly to get you right into the action. If you need more storage, the Ally's UHS-2 micro SD cards allows you to expand your game libraries as much as you want without compromising those load times. The Ally LPDDR5 6400 memory keeps Ryzen APU fed with data at the moment's notice, letting Ryzen Z1 Extreme puts its best foot forwards. And with the latest Wi-Fi 6E technology on board, you will see more consistent download speeds, more reliable cloud gaming, and uninterrupted video streaming at 1080p. Just like ROG laptops, we give you complete control over this performance with our turbo, performance, and silent modes. You can adjust TGP on fly to give yourself more game time, with up to 2 hours available from performance modes in AAA games. Turn it down to silent modes for cloud gaming and video consumption, and your battery will last even longer, giving you up to 6.8 hours of entertainment on your ROG Ally, even when you're away from the wall outlets. Now let's talk about the
I like how y'all just like tried to like smooth, really quick smooth, like move past that.
Maximum performance while keeping it cool and quiet.
2 hours heavy gaming?
Paradigm to build ROG Ally. Since
that's
the hardware
it?
sits behind the screen, we have already learned how to master this type of cooling thanks to our experience with ROG Mothership and Flow Z13. The result is something we call our zero gravity thermal system.
2 hours?
Which, thanks to its quiet performance, also provides zero distraction from what's truly important.
Bro, the average Marvel movie is longer than that.
We call it zero gravity because it's designed to be used in
this joint can't last longer than you could watch a movie and this shit dead.
Lying down in your bed or however else you game. With ROG Ally, you can do it all with no drop in performance. To draw heat away from crucial components, we use a special kind of heat pipe, providing extra friction to increase the capillary force in the pipe, keeping gravity from interfering with the fluid inside.
See, that's not bad for somebody who likes. Some people actually stay home and use their handhelds, but for people who actually like go outside and travel with this thing, you're gonna have to recharge this thing really quickly, really soon.
Increases the total surface area by 10% for improved heat dissipation. And with dust filters on the intake vents, the inside of your device will stay cleaner and cooler, While typical handhelds uses a single fan, we knew that dual fan solution was going to provide more efficient cooling.
Yeah, you can turn down settings. That's still not good. Okay, if you turn down some settings, okay, it might give you what? 3.5 hours? No, that still ain't.
New dual fan system.
That sounds bad.
To a minimum. Never settle for anything less than ROG intelligence.
Who want to turn down settings anyway?
Finally,
come on, man.
We would like to talk about our
you don't want to turn them settings all the way down. Make that compromise.
I
don't know. It ain't sounding good, dog.
For a long time.
Not like I was gonna get this anyway. I'm just saying. It ain't sounding too
Even
good.
the ROG phones. With ROG Ally, we are proud to introduce Armory Crate SE.
6 to 8 hours for YouTube and Netflix. Oh yeah. That makes sense when I could just watch YouTube and Netflix on my phone. Everybody literally has a phone that they can watch YouTube and Netflix on. So, and literally my phone will last longer. So it's like, did they really think that was a flex? Like, what are they thinking? YouTube and Netflix. Like, bruh, people got tablets, phones, a whole bunch of devices they can watch YouTube and Netflix on that will last longer than this. Like, some type of marketing.
3 different control schemes. You can use standard gamepad modes recognized by many games, touch control for Windows, and you can map the ROG Ally's button to mouse and keyboard for the games that support those inputs. And when you aren't gaming, you can use the thumbstick to navigate Windows desktop with a traditional cursor. You can remap buttons game by game to create truly customized experience that travel with you. Almost every button on Ally is remappable. Just open the profile for the games you want to customize and select the button you want to remap. Each button can have 2 functions mapped to it, with secondary function accessible with the paddles on the back of the device. It's not just buttons. You can customize the dead zone and range of your joystick.
I like that. I always love something that allows me to like just customize dead zone. That's very important.
To avoid accidental missteps, you can do that. The same goes to the buttons on the top. The trigger range is fully adjustable Armory Crate. So if you want a weapon with a hair trigger for firing at moments of notice, it's all in your control. Customized haptic feedback built into the handles allow for incredible immersion, pulling you right into the action with whatever intensity you choose. We even included Aura Sync RGB around both thumbsticks, allowing you to choose your favorite lighting pattern for a unique style, or sync the lighting with supported titles to draw you into the game world. If you want to change settings in mid-game, you can press a single button to have a full control center at your fingertip. Adjust your performance modes, control scheme, lighting, and so much more with just a few taps. Access to popular game store, ROG Elite rewards, and other crucial settings like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You can even record your game footage, then organize your library of screenshots and game recordings from one central location.
That's something that the Steam Deck can't really do, right? Like, you can't record.
Social media instantly.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the Steam Deck, like, you can't record games directly on the Steam Deck, right? So I guess that's one plus.
With Windows Hello, you can log into ROG Ally instantly with a fingerprint sensor built into the power button. So you don't
the recorded videos, the quality might be ass though. It might be ass. Like, it might record at like 720p, and you know, it might even be some type of funky file format.
And parental control puts fans around your kids' screen time and web safety. We are incredibly proud of what we have accomplished with ROG Ally. Incredible performance, quiet operation.
Hey Tony, it's dry out here, brother. What you want me to do? You in here too?
We are confident it will be your next.
You in here too, Tony?
We know you are all excited to get your hands on this revolutionary device as soon as possible. And you want to know the price? We are excited to.
We already know, my dog.
ROG Ally with a Ryzen Z1 with 512GB of storage will be coming soon to Best Buy for only $599. It will ship in Q3. The ROG Ally with Ryzen Z1 Extreme comes with 512GB of storage will be available for $699 at Best Buy in June. Both models comes with 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for free, making this an even better deal. Check out Best Buy to pre-order this device today and team up with your ally as soon as possible.
I thought they said the Extreme was coming out next year. Oh, I must have read that wrong.
With every model
I'm bugging,
of
I guess.
Extreme Mobile. We currently offer 2 options: GC32 with AMD Radeon RX 6850M XT.
I actually have an Asus Rog
GC33
laptop, like the hybrid laptop,
GPU for $1,999.
like the tablet laptop hybrid. And this device, this ROG XG Mobile, apparently this is like this device. Like I read reviews on it, it's like one of the worst devices you can possibly buy because like it's pretty much like a hub, like a port, right? Because the hybrid, the tablet laptop hybrid, like it doesn't have an Ethernet. There's no Ethernet port, right? Because it's technically a tablet that you can use as a laptop. But pretty much that provides you with like extra processing power and an Ethernet port, a whole bunch of stuff. But apparently it's absolute garbage from the reviews I've read. It's like terrible. Like some of their products are like the worst.
To our post-event discussion here on the ROG Ally, the new latest gaming Windows-based handheld from ROG. Thank you for joining me here. We've got Sean from Asus, Rowan from Xbox, and Frank from AMD. And you know, the first question I think everyone's wondering is, can the Ally handle Crisis?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I sure hope
Man,
so.
nobody
This
cares
thing
about
is a
Crisis
beast.
no more. Y'all
We're
gotta
gonna
stop
talk
using
all
that.
about it. And you know, Sean, first and foremost, what were the biggest challenges with creating a device?
I don't know why anybody
Yeah,
would
so,
want a
we'll go
laptop
through
with a
the
4090 in it. Like
scenarios
I seen that and I was like, bro,
The number
what?
one thing that they wanted is a balance.
Like a
of
laptop with
computing
4090
and
power is
devices.
like, bro, what is the
And,
point?
the targeted weight was 600 grams because the current handheld devices in the market today are being too heavy. It's not something that they can engage for a very long period of time. So you know their game time, their fun time kind of got cut
Wait,
down because
was
it's not
somebody,
comfortable.
was one of these
So,
people from
when we
Xbox? Hold
first
on, I'm gonna go back
thought
real
about
quick.
Can the Ally handle Rowan from Xbox?
Head of
and
Xbox.
AMD?
See, they in
And
bed with
the question I
Xbox.
think
You already
everyone's
know.
wondering is, can the Ally handle
Of
Crisis?
course,
There's Game Pass.
Phil Spencer and you know Phil Spencer.
And on the
See,
other side,
they are
as a
trying
investor,
to spread
having the
the
latest
Xbox
hardware,
Game
whether
Pass
supports
propaganda, and
Windows,
everybody
is a huge
is just a
deal.
vehicle
It's
for them to
super
use.
convenient for hardware manufacturers
They're
to
trying
feel
to
comfortable
literally
that the new
penetrate
technology,
everywhere they
new
can and
high-speed
spread
Wi-Fi,
like a
high-speed
disease.
PCIe, will be supported in Windows. And
That
no-brainer.
that
Windows
sly
is
man Phil
Well, I've been
Spencer,
using this for a
bruh.
little bit, and Windows does perform
If Phil Spencer
beautifully in
could,
this form
he would
factor.
like
Let's talk
sprinkle
about some
Game
of those
Pass
things
into the
gamers
water
can
system
expect
like a
with
Batman
experience from
villain
Windows.
and
Yeah,
try to
well,
just
it's great
poison
opportunity to hear about
everybody.
talk about his
Phil Spencer is literally a Batman
and
villain,
the
except he only has
down
Game
on the
Pass.
power of the PC gaming community.
Literally, like put that man in a
Of course
costume,
you are. In terms of things we've
give him a
experienced,
villain
what we
arc,
sort of
and
see,
he's just gonna
familiarity is
break into the water supply of the
You can pick
city
up this
and
device and you
sprinkle
instantly
a whole bunch of Game
You don't
Pass in
have
it,
to
and we're all
figure
just
out how
gonna
to
be
navigate
our
this.
bodies
You
are.
need to figure out
It's
how to
gonna be
pair
like
different
brainwashing.
devices to it.
It's gonna be
You
brainwashing, bro.
don't have to figure
And
out
we're all
where
gonna
you
be
go
mind
Minecraft.
controlled.
Like, all of those things are
And we're
just
gonna have no
things that
choice
you are used
but to
because
want
of
Game
how you've been
Pass.
using the PC products before.
Phil Spencer is a Batman
Innovation,
villain.
I think, is another really big push that we get a lot. I mean, tons of work goes into actually tailoring and optimizing the silicon with the underlying operating system to really make sure that you are getting the best performance and efficiency out of the experience. But I also look at things that we do too, like Auto HDR is a great example. You have this huge catalog and history of games, and you love those games, and they now actually play better on new hardware because we can actually light up those colors.
Let me turn them up a
This
little
is
bit
all
'cause they
done
low.
without the developers having to touch anything in the code base from the games that they produced, 5-10 years ago. And then I might just echo the openness. Like, to me, I think it's incredible that you can open this up and you have your Xbox app and all of your games and experiences there. You also have, your Steam store. You've got your Riot.
Phil
service
Uchiha
store.
Spencer,
So
yep.
To me, the idea that we are putting
Or Spencer
player at the
Uchiha, whatever you want to
center,
call
and
him.
you're
That's definitely
acknowledging the fact that
that's
the player
definitely
base
his
across
plan.
A ton of different.
He's got a master plan, bro, to
places
brainwash all
in
of
different
us.
form factors. I mean, that to me is great, and it's extensible. I think Asus has done some great things. If you look at some of their command center investments, look at the rest of the sort of applications that they put in there. It really lights up.
Game Pass is absolutely a huge part of the equation. How do you think gamers will make the most?
They're using this as Game Pass promo.
Yeah, absolutely. So Game Pass for us is
This man, Phil
it the
Spencer,
way that
is
we
a
are
villain,
putting
bro.
a whole collection,
Evil
hundreds
villain.
of titles kind of in the hands of players. It's integrated into the Windows experience with an application through the Xbox app. And to me, it's this collection not only of what we produce with Xbox Game Studios, so first party, but you also have this huge collection of third-party games that are accessible. And we've put a lot of energy into those partnerships. And so with Game Pass, you also get to be, your EA Play membership. You have a bunch of membership-only light-up experiences with Riot, like League of Legends, are all kind of great examples of that. So to me, it's this blend of what you're really familiar with. You can go pick up the device and instantly play Forza Horizon 5, but then you get to discover all kinds of things that you wouldn't have otherwise maybe even thought about trying to play. Sean and I were talking before we started this recording, and he was talking about how excited he was because he found Hi-Fi Rush. And he was like, man, this game is incredible. And it only got exposure and kind of became this big thing, I think, partly because Game Pass gives you an opportunity to explore in a way.
This is literally just a Game Pass marketing session.
Found it if the Game Pass wasn't there.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the hardware side of things.
It's crazy.
RDNA 3, Zen 4, massive generational leap every single time. How do you guys do it?
Well, thankfully, we've been building tens of millions, hundreds of millions of gaming devices now for over a decade. So Xboxes, PlayStations, desktop computers, laptop gaming computers, and so many other devices. And we kind of know what we're doing, thankfully. And we're really proud of RDNA 3, which is our latest.
Oh God, RDNA.
That we just announced.
So sick of hearing. I hear enough about RDNA 3 from Xbox dudes. I do not need to hear it now.
About RDNA 3 is it's
the mRNA and the DNA and
50% more efficiency than just the prior generation.
And the tools and the tech and
the architecture of RDNA 3 and what the goals were for the ROG team with this device couldn't have lined up at a better time, because it's really that engineering excellence and everything we're doing with that architecture and that silicon and the process technology behind it and everything coming together at the perfect moment to enable us to get the kind of gaming experience we're delivering with this device, which is full high definition gaming in some of the most popular immersive PC games at over 60 frames per second. That's never been accomplished before in a type of device like this. So it's really just a phenomenal accomplishment, because you have to deliver performance and efficiency. And that's what makes it such a huge challenge that only RDNA 3 is able to enable.
Can you talk at all about what led to the creation of the Z1 chip?
I really don't even want to listen to all this. I'm just gonna let them finish though. We might as well stay here. Ain't nothing else to do, right?
Always like to give us some very ambitious challenges.
Thanks for accepting the challenge.
And this was nothing less than a very ambitious challenge, as usual. But I think the team at Asus and ROG know that it's really our engineering excellence that enables us to be able to respond with an answer to the challenges that they bring us. And when they came to us and said, these are the goals and these are the ambitions that we have with the Ally, we looked at our entire portfolio of technologies, the timing of the new technologies like Zen 4 and RDNA 3, and what the mission was for this type of a device. And our engineers went back and they started designing and defining this product specifically for this mission. And the mission it's pretty ambitious, because it's not just how do you deliver the performance and the efficiency to be able to play games for hours on end in this highly mobile form factor, but Sean and the team wanted to also scale it to being able to be a desktop replacement type of solution as well with the XG Mobile. So you can attach the XG Mobile.
That XG Mobile is garbage. Y'all scamming people with that. Stop
your
playing.
Graphics capability even higher than what's built into this. So the scalability of that challenge was really something that our engineers were really excited about, and that ultimately is what led to us defining this unique product here for this.
Can you talk at all about overcoming the challenges of developing this really tight power envelope of the 30 watts?
Yeah, it is a big challenge. Thankfully, we've been building highly efficient and highly performant APUs now for over 5 years. If you think about what gaming laptops looked like and 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, they were pretty thick in their form factor, and they could be 30 millimeters, weigh 6, 7 pounds. And what we started to do at AMD is really change the game around what kind of performance we can deliver in thinner form factors and really helping make gaming laptops more mobile. And we've done some amazing work together with products like the G14 which is
Beautiful product.
it's my favorite product right now. It's what I carry with me everywhere I go. And if you look at that product, it's a
He's bald. We
14-inch
can't trust him.
laptop.
Don't trust
an
him.
incredible form factor, an
The
incredible
sun rays
size
have
and weight.
penetrated
Performance
into
is
his
just,
skull and
amazing
melted his
in that.
brain.
And
He doesn't know what
thanks
he's talking
to
about right now.
those
Trust me,
challenges
can't trust
and
him.
that work that we've been doing together for the last 5-6 years that has enabled us to gain the experience to take on this
People
next
that are bald have
challenge,
no
this next
protection to
evolution
their
in
brain,
that challenge. But
and
look, it's our Zen architecture. Our Zen architecture
they are
has really disrupted
much
the
more,
market
you know,
in what
susceptible
kind of
to brain
performance
damage
is
than any other
possible
human
in
being
these lower
that
watt,
actually has a layer of hair
packages, these lower watt
to protect
TDPs. We've been
It's
able to
actually
deliver it
proven
now
science.
in
You can look it
45
up.
watts, 35
So,
watts, and even lower 15 watts.
I would trust the guy on the
And
left
with this
more than
challenge,
this
it's 30
bald
watts
guy,
and the kind of performance that we're
but
delivering here.
wouldn't trust this bald
you
guy.
pair
at all.
that with our RDNA.
He has no layer of protection. Being bald is like riding a bike without a helmet.
And
It's like
we've been uniquely able to combine
it's lit and walking out in the sun.
like no other company's been able to do before. To take on
Would you trust somebody? Because so every time a bald person walks out into the sun, it's like getting in a car accident
inflection point in our industry
and getting a
because
concussion every
it's the
single
first
time you walk out
that
into
we're
the
seeing
sun.
that kind of performance
So,
in a package like
would
this
you
that
trust
can deliver
somebody's
the kind of
decision
gaming,
making
experiences across
that
the
you know
entire
has had
Gamepasss
multiple
portfolio of
concussions?
720p, 1080p, 60
No.
frames per second. That's
So
just been
why would
unheard
you
of
trust
up
this
to now.
guy?
You know, that power efficiency makes the Ally
Every time this guy walks out on a
extremely
sunny day,
good
it's
device for
concussion.
cloud gaming
Literally,
as well as
concussion,
native
concussion,
gaming.
concussion,
But
nonstop.
When we talk about Xbox,
Wouldn't
cloud
trust
gaming,
them with my
where
life.
do you see, you know, a device like
So
the Ally
I'm just
driving that forward?
saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting to think about who is the customer of this going to be. And if you think about that, it's pretty fascinating because to me, this is like the ultimate mobile accessory for somebody who is a PC gamer. And you have this huge catalog of games, and PC Game Pass certainly helps you with that. But with Game Pass Ultimate, which, you know, Asus is actually, you know, kudos to them, put 3 months of PC Game Pass free integrated into the Ally.
She
device
can't
purchase.
go.
So
She
Game Pass
can't go
Ultimate,
10
you now
seconds without
actually
mentioning Game
unlock
Pass.
a bunch
She's
of
just a
console
walking
games.
Game
And
Pass
so now you
billboard.
can
Xbox
actually,
knew
as
they.
a
This
console
she's a
player,
plant. That's all they
this
do.
is also my ultimate mobile accessory. And so I can actually now use this to take all of the games I love with me on the go. And so now you have not only the PC customer having these mobile experiences, you have console customers having these mobile experiences. So to me, that's really unique. Like I get pretty excited about the idea that the device is now finally catching up to the content. Like for a while, we've seen the same games in both of these places, and now finally you actually have a single device that's capable of kind of lighting up both of those experiences and bringing some of those player communities together.
What I love about Game Pass too is how you have the cloud option or the local install option as well. So, you know, maybe you're kind of rushing to class, or you're on a short subway trip or short bus trip or something. You only have 20, 30 minutes or something. You have Wi-Fi. You can experience something new. You can discover something new without having to wait to download and install and make the investment in all that time and space. And I think that's really unique about Game Pass and really unique about what this device offers.
And you just get more time to try out different games. That's through cloud, right? So a huge benefit for me.
And there's hundreds of games.
Native and cloud, like that's a really compelling combination.
It's not just time too; it's also accessibility.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Incredible
absolutely.
accessibility towards.
I'm
games.
actually
And there's a
looking at
difference
some
in
like
battery
gaming
life, I think you'll
benchmarks
see,
because
if you have a good internet
everybody
connection, you can play
has
the
pretty
games on the
much
cloud, you're gonna
released
get
their review
longer
on it.
battery life because there's less burden
IGN,
on the
all these
product
other
when it's doing
sites.
that. Although-
Even the silicon is efficient.
Yeah, and the silicon's very efficient.
So-
But you know, obviously processing that at a data center and at a server is going to be, and just sending down the already processed feed for
The gaming
decompression is gonna be a lot
so
more
it says at
efficient than
720p.
rendering it locally on the device. But that flexibility, it's I think the first
Hold
device
on.
of its kind
turn
to
this
ever
down.
have that type of flexibility. And that's really, really compelling. It's just a really great value proposition.
At 720p on the 15-watt power setting, the ROG Ally scored 38 FPS in Total War 3 Kingdoms,
You know, it's interesting
57 FPS in Borderlands, and 64 FPS in Hitman 3, compared to 25, 42, and 44 on the Steam Deck. So it's definitely outperforming the Steam Deck. You know, we give it that.
But I think this device really demonstrates the realization of that vision from over a decade ago, where it's about being able to do what's never been done before and enabling
outperforming it.
factors and use cases that have never been possible before in our industry. And here we are. It's a very proud moment for our company.
And at the 30-watt power setting, it apparently does even better.
Like that original vision and opportunity that we saw in acquiring that company, making that investment, bringing the companies together.
So it's got the performance, but yeah, that battery life, all these reviews saying that battery life is horrible.
Gaming consoles that are out there today in the market, including with our friends at Microsoft. And now this is like the next proof point of what's possible from that original vision.
Yeah, I can go read the reviews.
Gaming natively, gaming on cloud, and gaming on the go, but you guys also included the option to connect the XG Mobile to this device.
Right.
What led you guys to want to do that?
Yeah, so XG Mobile.
Bro, nobody is that XG Mobile.
Gamers like us. So
it's mad
XG
money.
Mobile was first introduced 3 years ago, and before XG Mobile, all the external graphics are like desktop.
Like, who gonna spend $700 on this thing and then buy an XG Mobile, which is literally $1,000 and up? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Nobody's doing that.
Just to power the graphics card. You know, if you want to have
gotta have all these parts and accessories to power up a handheld. Like, man,
it made sense for us. And then when you think about the bandwidth limitations, back then was Thunderbolt, right? You don't get the full power that the performance was able to pump out of the graphics card. We wanted to make a better product, and that's where XG Mobile was introduced.
I am curious about the comfort, right?
We have the
because you know what's crazy?
Gaming laptops that has all the power.
So I don't play anything, and like I have a Switch, but I don't play the Switch in handheld mode, right? But if I were to, because you know I've tried it out, but I always play on my TV, the Switch is very comfortable to hold. That's one thing I give it all the credit for. Like if I wasn't bothered by a small screen, I think the Switch is very comfortable. But I've actually like held a Steam Deck, and I think it's the most uncomfortable thing ever. And I assume this thing is kind of the same way. So it's like, yo, they need to make one of these things with the comfort of the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch has none of the power, but it has like all the ergonomics and all the comfort. These have all the power, but has none of the comfort.
It offers that
so
flexibility to the user when you need to upgrade it, when you need to.
Yeah, I think the Nintendo Switch is the most comfortable thing. So
you know, when we look at the modern ecosystem in gaming, gamers have more and more control of what kind of settings they can manipulate to maximize the performance of their game. What kind of settings has AMD built into this device to enhance that experience?
Well, some of the settings you won't see because of our long work with game developers on building, console games to be optimized on AMD hardware, PC games to be optimized on AMD hardware. Our tools, our APIs, our SDKs, our engagement with the game developers goes deep into the game developers. They're developing, they're optimizing, they're testing, they're validating on Ryzen, Radeon, and AMD technology. But over and above that, we have several software tools that the gamers themselves can use to get more performance or better image quality out of their gaming experience, depending on what their needs are and what they're trying to ultimately accomplish. One of those really cool tools that we call Radeon Super Resolution, or RSR for short. And what RSR does is it allows you, if you're not maybe getting the frames per second that you want out of a game, maybe you put something really challenging on this device, or a game 2, 3, 4 years from now that can be a little bit more challenging. You can turn on RSR and it'll upscale your game to a higher resolution from, let's say, 720p. It'll upscale it to like 1080p, full high definition. And to the game and to the processor, it's running that game at a lower resolution of 720p, but we are upscaling it in the rendering path to 1080p. So you see a 1080p visual experience, but the processor thinks it's rendering at 720. It actually is natively rendering at 720p. So you're getting about 25, in some cases 50% more performance out of the system. So if you're on the edge there, you can't get that 60 FPS. Asus has developed a really cool command center interface where you just press a button, menu comes out, you turn on RSR, and you can get that huge performance boost out of the game just by pressing one button, basically.
Let's talk a little bit about the thought process of creating.
When the Steam Deck
Armory Crate and command
came out,
and all the different shortcuts
you had to. Well, that was also during the pandemic. That thing was selling out immediately, and it was you had to be in a queue, be in a that whole you had to be in a queue, and it was on back order and all that. This, I'm looking at Best Buy, it's still very much available. I don't think this thing is gonna like sell out or have stock issues.
New features like you can monitor your FPS, you can do a FPS limiter. There's a bunch of optimization that you can add to the command center. This is all on on a gaming experience, you don't really want to go through different settings. It just give you one simple menu and make it easier for a gamer.
Now, Rowan, this definitely feels like a turning point for handheld gaming. Where do you see both Windows and Xbox going from here?
Yeah, like I said, I really think this is going to appeal to both a console customer and a PC customer. But I'm also excited about how many people think about this now as their entry actually into PC gaming. I think it's certainly more.
Your entry into PC gaming should not be a handheld.
Use it in the back seat when we're driving places.
Handheld and PC gaming is kind of like
an interesting step.
it's an oxymoron because it's this device that's just very,
and then you can
honestly very limiting.
Your big screen TV experience. You can have your desktop.
That's not what PC gaming is about. PC gaming is about a lot of options.
I can't predict where it's going to go.
Power.
I'm excited about the appeal that I think
being very modular.
A PC player, a
No,
console player, and actually
no, that doesn't make sense. It's
new to gaming customer.
handhelds and PC gaming are almost like antithesis. They're polar opposites. Y'all stay trying to like propagate this entry into PC gaming as handheld. No, stop this.
If you like using Discord, for example, just fire up Discord and use it with your friends.
Yeah.
If, hey, you know what, you got to do a little bit of homework. Maybe this is the only device that you brought with you. Get a keyboard, mouse, hook it up to a TV, and now you can do a little bit of work, homework on it if you need to.
Kind of going back to just like the community side of things, there really has always been a PC community and a console community. And in the recent years, we've gotten crossplay where those communities have started to mingle and interact with each other more and more and more. But this really feels like it's fully bridged the gap and blurred that line. So what do you think the future looks like in that space?
Like, I think it's like this, it really is this magical combination, I think, of what Asus has developed in the actual form factor itself, the silicon that's powering this to give you that experience, but then also like Windows plus Game Pass. Like some of the stats that we have on Game Pass are pretty interesting. We're seeing 20%
Game Pass
growth actually of Game Pass customers
using
the service across 3 or more devices.
Sure.
So it just starts
propaganda.
It just starts to show, I think, how
every time she talks,
and, like, the fact that
she cannot
no
avoid mentioning Game Pass. Phil Spencer said, listen, you go into the interview
accelerate that.
And you name drop Game Pass as many times as you can.
Engagement that we're actually now seeing. Like on Game Pass, our customers basically
Look,
said,
Game Pass again.
They're now playing 30% new genres. They're playing 40%.
Is this an Xbox like Game Pass stat update show?
They're playing a title that wasn't for Game Pass. Like
she kind of bad though, man. If y'all don't stop hyping this average woman,
there's this direct correlation.
Like 10 of hers will walk into a Starbucks on a random day.
Hundreds of games that
you'll see 10 of her in Starbucks on any given day, bro.
Now they actually
y'all stop this.
In front of more players.
And discoverability is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to games.
Yep.
So you guys cater.
She's like if you went into 2K and they like had the base model default white woman, that's her, bro. Y'all stop this. She's literally just the unedited default preset white woman on any character creator.
Like you have more minutes that you can capture, so both the share of time and then hopefully the share of wallet. I think that becomes really compelling to a developer.
You know who's you got to ask
hopefully also helps them make more money in the process.
Milk connoisseurs like
this kind of performance on a handheld.
Who are milk connoisseurs in the community?
Where do you see the future of the handheld space going?
Well, I think
Bond, of course. I would have to ask Bond. Nah, Bond's he's a milk connoisseur, but his taste is questionable.
And we just get to be here representatives of the incredible teams that
maybe Bari, but I don't think Bari drinks like that.
But what those teams have been able
I don't think Bari drinks the milk like that. He just lusts after the milk. I don't be thinking he'd be drinking it like that.
Compatibility, everything that we've talked about here today.
Who else? What's his name?
Far technology has come for gamers.
That be in Kofi Discord playing Monopoly with Tony, married to the white woman.
This wasn't taking off-the-shelf components and like slapping them together.
What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Purpose of leading a
in the UK, yeah, one night. Oh, that is King Milk Connoisseur.
With them and gaming being
he's the king of the milk. Just be running in the jungle with the white bunnies.
that is going to expand.
You got to get his take on this.
Sizes,
Whatever he says goes
colors,
as far as white women
price
goes.
points and features and all these different things, and this is going to be a springboard for a bunch of innovation out there.
I think he would give her like maybe like a 4 or a 5. Matter of fact, I'm about to hit him up and be like, yo, Wonton, rate this white woman.
I mean, we've been selling hundreds of millions of gaming laptops now for 2 decades nearly. And gaming laptops are awesome, and I love them, right? But there's always been this limitation of.
Damn, I need them to do. Okay, hold on. I need to find a close up of her.
Where can you actually use it in a mobile environment? You know, plane seats have gotten smaller as over time, over those 20 years as well. But this is finally a device that, you know, we can actually play everywhere and anywhere, and it's easy to carry with you, and it's truly putting thousands of games in your pocket with you anywhere you want to go. You're no longer confined by the size of your storage device, because you got the cloud capability of Game Pass, which is you get into instant games thanks to that capability. We have a technology called AMD Link. So if there's a game that you have on your AMD powered desktop at home,
just taking a screenshot,
and maybe it's not a Game Pass game, but you want to play it instantly, you can connect with our technology to your desktop at home and play that game as if your desktop was a server, for example. So there's all these innovations that have been developed over the years, all this technology, and it's just come together now into this device that takes advantage of all of it. And I think people are going to really start to recognize and realize just what's possible with all the innovation and technology and everything that's finally come together into this just incredible experience.
Sean, I kind of have the same question for you. Where do you see, you know, ROG gaming going in the future, and how is the
all right, I'm sending it to the god.
Gaming is one of the most engaged entertainment, and
the king of milk critics
as well. You know, when I grew up, I learned history through Age of Empires, and then my kids create their own worlds in Minecraft. And gaming is art. It's hyper-realistic graphics that kind of plug you into the epic stories of the games. With ROG, we want more time for the game.
Rate
That's
this
why we have desktops,
white
we have
woman.
laptops, we make components for you to build your own desktops. We have ROG phones. Now we have a gaming handheld, which make PC games mobile, right? So, you know, the scenario of playing games at the back seats in the air are now possible. And with all this time that gamers can have access to their beloved PC gaming contents,
I'm gonna be real with you. I can't even spell connoisseur properly without looking it up, and none of you can either. So don't even front. I gotta look it up.
We hope they think about all these PC games is no longer confined to a laptop, desktop type of scenario. Is now
ain't none of you know how to spell connoisseur off the top of your head.
Yeah, like maybe I'll build.
I know y'all gonna cap like y'all can, but
like I will say for sure, it's been pushing us on the platform side of things. You know, how do we think about the idea of you start on your PC and then you just want to take this with you and you want to pick up where you left off and you want to be immediately ready to go. You know, like console has some of those capabilities with Quick Resume today. How do we think about integrating this into the Windows platform? How do we think about really working with developers and publishers, not just our own, but also more broadly with third party? And I feel like now we can drive more of that commitment to quick save.
Am I getting this? No.
And really having that be something that is truly delightful as you navigate across the breadth of devices you'll have. And the Ally, I think, is making us think differently about some of those experiences.
Yeah, you're also, the other thing to consider is, you know, the most popular handheld gaming device that's sold out there today, and the ones that sells in tens of millions of units, that device has pretty much evolved very slightly over time. And it has 1/20th the amount.
Why this man throwing shots like this? Y'all hear this man?
A very limited catalog of games.
A very limited catalog of games. There's no guarantee that that catalog of games will be forward compatible. It certainly
it's like that
before that device existed. So when I say this is an inflection,
why he beefing like that? Why he beefing with them like that?
Everyone loves about PC and
why he firing shots
today,
like that? And he won't even say the name either. He won't even drop the name. I mean, yo, put a name on that bullet. What's good with you?
The library of Windows games that are out there, not just in the past, not
he's
just
shooting,
but also in the future. It's a game changer all around.
Man, I am excited for that future to happen. And well, I just want to thank you all so much for joining us here today. I mean, this has been extremely insightful.
My nigga spelled connoisseur phonetically.
ROG Ally launch event.
Hey man,
it is for pre-order right now.
That does what it looked like. It looked like connoisseur. That does look like it.
Are really close. Thank you all again. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Thanks.
Well, that's their live stream. I don't know what the reception for this is going to be from the back alley gaming dwellers, the handheld back alley dwellers. I don't know what their reception is going to be, because it is more powerful than the Steam Deck, but people probably going to like that Steam OS better. And this battery life sucks. And honestly, I think people are just gonna wait for a Steam Deck 2. The new version, that new version of a Steam Deck is on the way. And if the original Steam Deck has these specs, the next version, the specs are gonna be much better. Probably is gonna be rival this or even be better than this. So I don't really think people are gonna anybody that already has a Steam Deck is not gonna run out and get this to replace it. People are probably already satisfied with what they got. Battery life is about the same. You probably can put Steam OS on this, and all right, Butch, you getting it then? Let's buy that and let's get your review, Butch. Let's get that review from you. That's who the people really want to hear from. Already pre-ordered. Oh, this nigga got Hold on. I'm calling you out now. I'm calling you out. This joint cost $700. Did you come up recently? Because I remember talking to you recently. I think just about the topic of just contributing to the Weapon Wheel Patreon, which is $1 to $6 a month. And you was like, you ain't got it. You was like, I can't. You was acting like you was destitute. Like you was acting like you was down, bro. I'm talking, this man acting like he couldn't afford $6 a month to support the Weapon Wheel Patreon. Now he dropping $700 on a handheld. Did you come up? You got an inheritance from somebody? What happened? You got a promotion? Landed a new job? Listen, I remember, bro. I remember. You know, when people tell me stuff like that they can't support the Patreon, that's $1, I be remembering that, bro. So, bro, and this joint is $750 including tax. So, brother, I need to know why you not on the Weapon Wheel Patreon as a fellow black man, and we've provided you with entertainment for years. So you mean you just gonna stay on freeloader status? Where the money come from, bro? What happened? I just want to know where the money came from. Don't get quiet. I want to know where the money came from. You started selling. You a street pharmacist now? What happened? I just want to know, because this wasn't that long ago when you told me this. I still got the DMs. I got the Discord DMs where you were like, yo, bro, I don't got it. I'm hurting right now. My pockets is bad. I remember. I don't mean to out you. Where he go? Why he not typing? Man got. I'm pocket watching. So what? Where the money come from? Yo, imagine you yo, I got this, I got this little, business. I got, what I'm saying? You my mans, I would appreciate it if you could invest in me and invest by giving $1 to $5, and he'd be like, oh man, I would love to, but I ain't got it. And you see this nigga with a brand new car, nigga got a brand new car from this year, bro. Oh, you got the 2023, bro. That came out last month. I thought you ain't have it, my guy. What? I know that car note at least $900 a month. I thought you ain't have $6. Come on, bro. What was going on? What's going on, Butch? What changed? I got tired and started selling bricks. All right, man. You got it. You got it. I didn't mean to out you like that. I ain't gonna leak the DMs of you telling me you ain't got $6. I ain't gonna leak them. I ain't gonna show nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Charles, I appreciate that, brother. Unlike other people who claim they ain't got it, but they got money for an Asus ROG Extreme. Shout out to Aman. Upgraded his membership. You'll never see that from Butch. You ain't never seen that from. I ain't seen. Butch has been watching Weapon Wheel or has been watching my channel for at least 8 years. I know that for a fact. I've never seen a super chat. I've never seen a member. A member, join. I've never seen nothing on the Patreon. Not nothing. Not a dime, bro. Oh, had to bully him into it. Had to bully him. That peer pressure be working, don't it? Don't that peer pressure be working? You know he probably did the lowest tier though. Is that? I think that's the lowest tier. Nah, brother. I need you to see. Like you gotta bully people, and they like, all right, man. Here go the dollar. He picked the lowest tier. He couldn't even go to the second tier up. Like, come on, bro. What's going on? Man, pick the lowest tier. Like, damn. You gotta beg, and then when you beg, they barely give you $1. Damn, bro. Black people, man. Yeah, they don't got to deal with this on the other side of the tracks. On the other side of the tracks, in the other neighborhood, oh man, they just be throwing the donations, be throwing the money at them. Just making it rain. But I ain't judging you, brother. I don't know your financial situation. I appreciate everything you can, you can give, whether it be 50 cents, $1, no matter what. I hope you enjoy your $750 Asus ROG Ally, though. I hope you enjoy that. I hope it's everything you wish it could be. I hope it gives you as much entertainment as Weapon Wheel has over the course of 8 years. I hope it's that entertaining. What math is that? Let me see. Let's do the math on that. How much time of entertainment do you think Weapon Wheel has given this man over like 8 years? Let's say, okay, it's 52 or 53 weeks in a year? And let's say we do 45, because sometimes we take time off. 45 weeks, that's one. Because we do 1 week, one show a week, 45. Let's say the average podcast length is, let's say 3 hours. Okay. Times that, 45 times 3. That's 130. That's 135. Okay. Now you times that by 8 years. Okay. Boom, boom. We've given this man over 1,000 hours. And we didn't even count After Dark. Because even though he doesn't subscribe to the Patreon, I know he be getting the plug in After Dark. I know somebody be sending him the link. So let's say After Dark, let's add After Dark. Let's say After Dark really been consistent. Maybe let's say 2-3 years. Let's 3 years. Man, that's at least 1,700 hours of entertainment that this man is not paid for. But want to spend $750 on an Asus ROG Ally that ain't did nothing for him yet. But listen, man, I believe that people have the absolute authority and prerogative to do what they want to do with their money. No judgment coming here, bro. No judgment coming from here. Please spend your money how you would like to spend your money. No judgment. I don't like pocket watching. I don't like pocket watching. I don't like, I don't like shaming people for how they spend their money. I don't do that, bro. I don't do that. I was just pointing out how much we've entertained this man and, just elaborated on where he chose to give his money. It's not us. It's not back. He doesn't like to funnel money back into the black community, but he rather give it to the white man, the big corporate white man. I don't judge that. I let him do what he want, bro. No judgment here. No judgment. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Butch, for coming up, and you know, whether you selling bags on the streets, you got a promotion, whatever it is, however you getting the money. Maybe you some old woman's sugar baby, whatever, bro. Get it how you live, bro. I don't judge. Get it how you live. But yeah. No, I'm not copying Zelda. But yeah, man. Good stream. It was fun. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm interested to see the reception of this device. So I'm gonna get on out of here. Why am I not playing Zelda? Dog, come on, bro. I'm not a fan of this I wasn't a fan of Breath of the Wild, brother. I didn't like Breath of the Wild. I'm a live vicariously through all of you who are playing Tears of the Kingdom, though. I'm gonna live through y'all. So if y'all enjoy it, I'm gonna enjoy it. It's like I'm playing when y'all play. So I want y'all to, you know, enjoy that. Hey, man, I tried Breath of the Wild. I played it for like 2.5 hours and I fell asleep, brother. You know, it ain't my thing. It ain't my thing, dog. It's not my bag. And also, I like to play my games on TVs. And Breath of the Wild looked horrible on a TV. And I did also try to, you know, live that life that a lot of the dudes in the Discord live, you know, playing it on Yuzu or whatever. I couldn't even do that. It's just, it still bored me. But I acknowledge it's definitely going to be game of the year. It's no contest. You know dudes had the nerve to talk about, oh man, Starfield got some real competition now. Who got some real competition? What? Huh? What are you talking about? Like I got a real gut laugh out of it. Like these dudes really think Starfield was gonna be competition. Like what are you talking about, bro? Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? They was really acting like Starfield was like the 1 seed or something. They was acting like Starfield was the 1 seed and everything else was like the underdog. I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about? Starfield is like barely making the tournament and it's barely stumbling in on crutches. It's gonna be nominated. Trust me, it's gonna be nominated. It's that shit is stumbling into the NBA overweight and on. That shit is Zion Williamson. What are y'all talking about? Starfield is Zion. Just a whole lot of hype, but overrated, and you ain't really see it. You ain't really seen it play. So y'all stop this. Starfield got some real competition, man. Y'all talking like it's like this big bad thing. If y'all cut it out. Competition, nigga. Cut it out. Like at best, Starfield will be nominated. There's usually 5 nominations for game of the year. This might be 5 or 6. And as if we being real, as far as like Zelda's gonna win. Zelda's gonna win. There's gonna be a game that's gonna be a runner-up. Let's say Hogwarts or Spider-Man. And then there's probably gonna be a third game, and Starfield is gonna be 4th. Starfield is because they usually always try to throw in an indie game in there. Starfield is going to be the place right above the indie game. That's where Starfield is going to land at. Obviously, we're not going to actually see where it would land at in terms of placement, but we know. We know it would be getting the bronze medal. Come on, man. Y'all, these Xbox dudes, y'all boys something else with y'all faith in Starfield. I laugh so hard, bro. You know when you get a genuine laugh and you don't gotta force it, it just like you read that, oh man. Starfield got some real competent. Like, you know how like funny that's that? Like that's legit a punchline. That is a punchline, dog. That's somebody hyping up their favorite player when that nigga's mid. Oh man. Shout out to them Xbox boys though. You know what would be hilarious? I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna be real. I would never let them niggas live this down. Imagine it doesn't even get nominated at the Keeleys. Oh my God. You've already seen them spiraling, having like mental spirals and breakdowns because of what happened to Redfall. Imagine Starfield doesn't even get nominated. Oh my God. Oh. That day on Twitter? Oh my God, bro. That would be the darkest of days. Yeah, if that happens, don't even sign on to Twitter that day if you're an Xbox fan. Don't even sign on to Facebook. Don't sign on to nothing. Not Facebook, not Twitter, Instagram. Don't sign on to no social media. Don't go on YouTube. Because it's going to be bad if that would ever happen. It would be bad. They would definitely be coming for Jeff Keighley's head. They would dox him. I really believe they would dox him. They would find where Jeff Keighley's at. They would literally, them boys, they would literally kidnap Kojima, hold him hostage, and not release him unless Jeff Keighley changes it and includes Starfield. You want Kojima back? Now put Starfield in the nominations for Game of the Year. Those are our demands. That's the only way you get this man back. And you know Jeff gonna do it because he's not gonna let no harm come to Kojima. No harm he will not let no one lay a hand on that man's head. I assure you. So one night I had sent one night the white woman that some of y'all was hyping. He said this is not certified milk. Who hyping up this bagged milk of a woman? Oh, he called her bagged milk. Bagged milk? Oh, that is poverty. When the milk comes in the bag, not even in the carton, no plastic, bagged milk. You know how sad it feels to like use bagged milk, like you literally just holding it and it's in a bag. Some of y'all probably ain't never even seen that before. That is peak depression and poverty. Like that is bad times. That's bad times, bro. Milk in a bag? Just thinking about that like kind of makes me sad, bro. If I lost everything, God forbid I lost everything I had and I'm on the streets, I think I would be okay as long as I was never given like bagged milk. The minute I'm presented and given some bagged milk, I'm like, yeah, this ain't even worth it no more. I might as well leave. Because there's some people that are homeless that are, they kind of doing okay. But bagged milk? Nah, bro. That is below the poverty line. Way below. Oh, that's their thing in Canada? That's a normal thing in Canada? Y'all got bagged milk up there? Oh man. Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it, bruh. Bagged water ain't as bad. Bagged water ain't as bad, man. I would drink some bagged water. It still feels insane because, like, bro, how do you, like, that type of liquid is not meant to be. It's not meant to be put in no bag, like, because it's not even like a clean transfer. Like, how do you even put bagged milk or bagged water? Like, imagine you want to drink out of glass, you got bagged water. How do you properly transfer it to a glass? Like, just doing that feels wrong. Like, imagine trying to put some bagged milk in some cereal. Oh my God, I would be just devastated. Hey man, I'm about to get out of here though. Gonna go play some Hogwarts. Gonna go finish up Advance Wars. I'm almost done beating Advance Wars. After I get these 2 games out of the way, by that time, 1 or 2 more patches for Jedi Survivor should be out. So, yeah. Sony announced the showcase. Sony. I like Hogwarts. There's some. I did just run into the mission where you got to pet the animals, which I hate. I hate shit like that. Oh, pet the animal, feed the animal. I'm like, oh my God, you can't be serious. But yeah, I like the Hogwarts combat. I like the world. You know, it's got some issues and stuff like that. I do wish there was. It still does feel like very. I would say there's not enough combat. You still kind of feel like a student because they're trying to give you the holistic. They're trying to give you the holistic wizard Hogwarts experience. When I'm kind of like a frag head, and bro, all I want to do is kill niggas with my wand. Like, that's all I really want to do. I want to fly and I want to kill niggas with my wand. So I'm kind of at that space. When they got me doing all this other shit, I'm like, bro, I don't care. I just want to kill niggas with my wand. I got it on PC. BGU was capping when you said that the console versions had performance issues. I mean, that's what everybody said. Why dudes think you quitting your job? I don't know. I work remote. Yeah, I work remote. Like before, a few months ago, I was hybrid, so that's why, you know, I wasn't home as much doing videos, but now I'm remote again, so. But I'm about to be hybrid again. Just so y'all know, like around, I think it's June, like probably towards the middle of June, I'm gonna be hybrid again, unfortunately. Yeah. So it sucks, but especially when you get, you know, I was remote for 3 years, 3 years, and I was like hybrid for a few months, and now I'm remote and about to be hybrid again. So it sucks that it doesn't stay this way. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Catch y'all on the next video. We out. Peace.